weekly Sunday, 10 p.m. until 11 p.m. We're starting a little bit late tonight, no worries. Weekly Injaz YouTube live stream. So we got some pretty exciting stuff for you this week. I'm really keened up, excited. I'm kind of over the moon about tonight's chat. I think it's going to be pretty interesting for you folks out there. If you're online right now on TikTok or YouTube, send out a message to your friends and tell them, hey, come join us. We'd like to get our numbers up this week, see a lot more people out, and get a lot more interactive chats going on here. So there'll be a lot more questions, a lot more answers from you this week. So let's get it started off. Just to let you know, as always, week by week, we have a 15% discount on all courses here at Injaz. So if you sign up for a month or come for 2 months or 3 months, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Wait.
Do you have a problem?
Can't hear you.
Okay, sorry guys, can't hear you.
Wait.
Yep, okay, just a sec, we'll be right back.
No one can hear you. So let's. Can you talk?
Okay.
Can you talk?
Yeah, okay. Can everybody hear me right now? Or, sorry, I guess we had a little glitch there. Let's start this all over again. Not a big deal. Okay, so as I was saying, this week we're starting off with a pretty exciting topic. I'm going to let you know in a minute exactly what it is. But just to let you know on what's happening here at Injaz, as always, we have a 15% discount on all courses that are happening here at Injaz. If you come and sign up, you're going to get an automatic 15% discount. How do you get that? Call this number, 92000-5552, or you can scan the QR code here. There will be somebody, the QR code will lead you to a Google form. You can just put in your contact information. We'll get back to you and offer you that 15% discount. Or somebody will answer the toll-free number. It's a free call, you don't have to pay any money. And somebody will answer the phone and help you learn about the courses we have on offer and what do they cost. What I can tell you is 15% off all courses. If you take a 1-year diploma course with us, you get a 20% discount. That's like you spend 5 real and you only pay 4, example. Total cost, not really too sure. They'll answer the phone and give you those details. We have all kinds of languages. We've got English, French, Spanish, German, Italian, Japanese, you name it, lots of languages here that you can study. If you're trying to study overseas, come and get the diploma. If you're trying to upgrade for your job and try to get a higher position, the 1-year diploma is great for that. Okay. Let's move things along. Oh, just a fast note, all our teachers are native language speakers. Our lessons are fun and engaging, and we have small class groups, so you will get to talk a lot. And of course, we're focusing on speaking practice. My name is Chatmaster D, and I am not a Canada Goose. And I'm not a polar bear, and I'm definitely not a moose on the loose. I am a Canuck from Canada, and my favorite sport is ice hockey, which is the #1 thing we do in Canada in the winter. So, turning to this week's chat. All right, I think you're really going to like this one a lot. This one is great. Okay, we're going to look at how you can learn and how you can understand English idioms. Okay, so for example, break the ice means to start a conversation. Or a piece of cake means something is very easy to do. Hit the nail on the head is to be exactly right. Okay, and then we see spill the beans. Spill the beans is to let out a secret. You say a secret to somebody else, go, oh, no, sorry, I did not mean to say that, I spilled the beans. And here, once in a blue moon means something that's rare, that happens not very often. Okay, so those are just some examples here of 5 very, very common, famous idioms that we use in English. Okay, so here we said a piece of cake, break the ice, and hit the books. I just told you a second ago, piece of cake. Can anybody type in the chat and tell me? Do you remember from a minute ago? What does piece of cake mean? Can anybody type in the chat? What does piece of cake mean? Does it mean something that's like, oh man, it's impossible, I can't do this. It's just not possible. Or does it mean, it's a piece of cake, it's easy to do? Can you type in the chat and tell me, piece of cake, easy, piece of cake, not easy, difficult?
We have Abu Ziyad says easy.
Who says that?
Abu Ziyad.
Abu Ziyad, yeah, easy, correct, Abu Ziyad, you got it. How about break the ice? Does anybody remember what break the ice means? Maybe often this will happen when you meet new people for the first time, you don't know them. People are maybe feeling, I don't know the other people, I feel a little uncomfortable, you know. How are you going to break the ice? What does break the ice mean? Like, you know, usually happens at the beginning when you meet somebody new. Does anybody, can you type in the chat and tell us what break the ice means? Here, break the ice. Any ideas?
Abu Ziyad says make small talk.
Yeah, you can make small talk with somebody. That will break the ice. A good way to break the ice is maybe if you can say a joke. You know, everybody's feeling like a little bit uptight, you know, a little wound up, a little bit nervous, a little afraid. Take maybe say a little joke, a polite joke. People start, and now you break the ice with the joke, and everybody's relaxed and easy to have the conversation now. And our last one, hit the books. That one wasn't on our example, this is a new one. If you hit the books, the people who hit the books are usually students. What do you think a student does when he hits the books? Or she hits the books? If a student is hitting the books, can anybody type in the chat and tell me what that idea means? Hit the books. Got any answers here?
We're waiting.
We're waiting for an answer. Anybody on the chat? Have we got anybody in the chat? Have we got just one lonely person in the chat, nothing to do tonight? Or are we getting a few more people? Text out to your friends, ask some people to come and join us. Come join, this is a great, great lesson tonight, man. I tell you, get your friends to join us. This one's a good one. It's going to get better as we go along. Okay? Anybody know what hit the books means? Do I have to reveal?
I guess you have to.
I guess I have to. Alrighty, no problem. Hit the books means to study. To study your homework, to study what you're learning about. You usually would hit the books before you have an exam or a test. Okay? That's the common time that you'll hit the books most. Alright, good. Alrighty. Give me a sec, I'm getting a little dry here. Okay. Here's an example of using piece of cake. So for example, how can I improve my English? How can I, I'm sorry, I'll fix that. Improve my English. It's a piece of cake. It's easy to improve your English. Just study at Injaz. Okay? It doesn't mean a piece of cake. It means easy. Easy, right? Okay. Gotta fix up my PowerPoint there. I see I'm missing the pronoun I. Oops. Alrighty. Oops, I went the wrong way. Going this way. There we go. Okay. I feel uncomfortable when I talk to strangers. What should you do? You should tell a joke to break the ice. It doesn't mean smash, break the ice. It means to make people feel comfortable and relaxed by saying something. Example, a joke is a good way to break the ice, right? Okay. And here, I have an English test tomorrow. What should I do? Well, you better go home and hit the books. Hit the books. Study. Study for your English test tomorrow, right? Okay, so this is the idea of hit the books. Why? Why would you hit the books? Because you have an English test tomorrow. Alrighty. So, we see that idioms in English, idioms are just everywhere. You'll see them in TV shows, in movies, when English speakers, native speakers are speaking English. We're just using these phrases. An idiom is usually not one word alone. It's usually a short group of words put together that the words do not mean the words mean an idea that is different from the words, example. So, there's special expressions that have a different meaning from the individual words. So, we use them in everyday language. Why are we using idioms when we speak English? They make conversations more natural. It's the way we speak, English speaker to English speaker, okay? They add color and emotion to our language. Not color like red, blue, green. Color like make the language feel more beautiful, nicer, more interesting, example, okay? They help us express ideas in a short and memorable way. So an idiom will say like a big idea with only a few words. I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. Okay, I'm not going to eat a horse. That's not the idea. I'm saying I'm really, really hungry. I'm starving to death. I'm famished. Famished, that's a high-level English word, means that I'm very, very hungry. Famished. F-A-M-I-S-H-E-D. Famished. Okay? They help us express these. They connect us to culture and the way native speakers talk. So, even though it's English, if you go to the UK, to England, to London, example, or you go to New York, or you go to Toronto, or you go to Sydney, Australia, example, these are different countries and the people all speak English, but the idioms in Australia are often different than the idioms in America, which are sometimes different from the idioms in Canada, and often different from the idioms in England, in the UK. So you won't always hear the idioms in America in other countries all the time. Some we use everywhere, other ones are for the location only, for the country only, okay? So where do we use them? We use them in movies, TV shows, books, music will have idioms, and when native speakers are talking to each other, example. This is very, very common for us. We use these a lot. Okay, let's have a look at a few idioms here that are quite common, and actually these ones are universal, which means universal, they're used everywhere. So if I'm feeling under the weather, take a look at this screen here. I'm not going to give you the answer just yet. Have a look at the screen. Can anybody type in the chat, what does under the weather mean? What do you think under the weather means? If you have a look at the screen here and the information, what do you think under the weather means? Can somebody type in the chat? Anybody? Okay. Have you ever felt under the weather? Maybe you're feeling under the weather right now, for example.
We have someone here said, Sadrzik, feeling ill.
What's someone's last name? Is someone is their first name?
Yeah, 8 on that humble.
8 on that humble, okay, says that it means,
Sadrzik.
doesn't really mean sad. That means, sad would be more like I'm feeling blue, means I'm sad. Under the weather, you said not feeling well, yes. Not feeling well, feeling a little bit sick, this is under the weather. If I'm in the hospital and I'm in the ICU and I maybe will live and maybe will die, not sure, it's 50-50. Maybe I'm gonna live, maybe I'm gonna die. Am I feeling under the weather? Answer yes or no in the chat. I'm in the hospital, I might live, I might die. Am I feeling under the weather? Yes or no?
Well, here is everybody saying feeling ill, and Jojo saying cold with a question mark.
Yeah, a cold could be under the weather, definitely. If you have a cold, you have the flu, you're feeling sick, you're under the weather. If you're on death's door, knocking on the door of death at the hospital, maybe you're gonna live, maybe you're gonna die. Are you feeling under the weather? Can I say under the weather if I'm maybe gonna die? Or is that like more serious than under the weather? Can you
Well,
check?
they're saying no.
No, you cannot, you're right. Under the weather is not seriously ill. You're feeling like the flu or a cold, you're feeling sick, but you're not like seriously sick. You're not usually in the hospital, this is too serious. Under the weather is for when you're sick, but not serious sick, okay? So you're feeling sick or not feeling well. I didn't go to work today because I'm under the weather. Why is it useful? Because we say this just as casual speaking to say this idea about how we're feeling sick, okay? In Arabic, what do you guys say in Arabic? Do you have something like under the weather in Arabic language? What do you say? Can anybody type that? Mr. Ayman in the background will yell it out in Arabic if you type it in the chat.
Yeah.
Example. We getting anybody? Do you say that? Do you have an idiom in Arabic for under the weather?
Under the weather. Let's see.
Yep, we're waiting for somebody to type an answer. Okay. Anybody?
There's someone here saying the word taban.
Taban?
Taban.
Taban means under the weather. Oh, just one word, not a sentence, not a group of words.
We have a lot actually. There is okay. Mr. Humble saying murhaq.
Morhaq.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exhausted.
Exhausted, yeah, okay, yeah, kind of in that vein, yeah, for sure. Why not? Okay, good. We use this to talk about having the cold, flu, or not feeling your best. It's in casual conversations with friends, families, and coworkers. Okay, it's a polite and natural way to explain why you can't do something. And it's not serious, it means you're a little sick, okay? And the answer, somebody says to you, I'm feeling under the weather. What would you say in English to reply to that person? Any ideas? I'm feeling a little under the weather. I say that to you. What do you say back to me? Example. Anybody type in the chat? What would you say if I tell you I'm feeling under the weather?
Well, there's still time.
Okay, type a mania. Type on type it sheet.
Mr. Humble saying here, I hope you get better soon.
Yeah, I hope you get better soon. That's good. I like it. Hope you get better soon. Hope you feel better. Take care, feel better. Yeah, great. Perfect. Let's have a look at another one. We spoke about spill the beans, okay? And again, this is to reveal a secret. It's visual, it's funny, it's easy to remember, spill the beans. Ahmed spilled the beans about the surprise party. It's not a surprise anymore. Now Fatima is going to know about the party. For example, maybe Fahad. What do you say in Arabic to keep a secret? Do you have something in Arabic that you say about keeping a secret? You know? We have another one in English, loose lips sink ships. So don't tell your secrets or it will make trouble for other people. Example, don't spill the beans and make problems for other people.
Okay, people are typing two different things.
Okay.
Typing spill the beans.
Yep.
In Arabic, you know.
Okay.
And to remain the secret closed, we say سرك كبير.
Oh, okay, سرك كبير.
You know what that mean?
I don't know why I don't speak Arabic.
Yeah, so that means, you know, your secret is in a, what do you call it? You know, that thing with water inside of it?
A well. Your
Yeah.
secret's in a well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Now that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if someone's gonna spill the beans, we say كبيت العشاء.
كبيت العشاء.
Yeah, you took the dinner and you spilled it.
Okay, so literally spill the beans.
Yeah.
كبيت
العشاء dinner.
العشاء.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Good. Nice. On the same page, this is a fresh one. If you and I are having a talk and we both are talking about maybe where would you like to go for dinner? I guess everybody will know where I'm going for dinner tonight, right? Anybody got an idea where I'll go for dinner? What am I going to eat for dinner? Remember, the Thai is the food I eat on the day, right? Last week I had the chicken Thai, so I had kapsa. Type in the chat if you know what I'm going to eat after the broadcast tonight.
Jojo saying you're gonna go to Mac. Yeah.
Not Mac.
Not Mac.
You haven't been watching. If you're watching, you know it's not Mac. If anybody been watching the last few weeks, if I'm going to get a burger from
Mr. Comfort, Humble saying you're gonna have a cheeseburger.
yeah, cheeseburger.
Yes.
Yes.
Cheeseburger.
Yes. Where am I going to have that hamburger? Where am I going to have that cheeseburger? BK.
BK.
Yeah.
What's that mean?
Burger King.
Oh.
I like the Burger King flame broiled burger, you know. Okay, so if we're on the same page, for example, I want to go have a burger after the broadcast tonight. Anybody who wants to meet me, come meet me. If you want to have a burger and I want to have a burger, we both want to have a burger. Example, we are what? We are on the same page. We're on the same page. We have the same idea. We agree. It can be about anything, about the restaurant we want to go to, about any idea we have. What's your favorite car? You know, maybe you're going to say a Ferrari, and I'm going to say, yeah, Ferrari. We're on the same page. We both agree. Ferraris are our favorite cars. So it can talk about anything, any idea, any topic. On the same page is two or more people that agree and think the same way about the same thing. Okay? So we're on the same page to agree or understand. Okay? It's quite common to use this idea in business meetings. Okay, for business English. Before we start the project, let's make sure we're on the same page. We all have the same plan, the same goal, the same objective. We want to achieve the same thing, the same result. When we finish, we all want the same thing. We're on the same page. Okay? Here, this is another one. If I'm pulling your leg, am I being serious or am I just joking around with you? What do you think? Type in the chat and tell me. If I'm pulling your leg, am I being serious with you or am I just joking with you? What do you think? Type in the chat. Joking, serious. Joking or serious? I'm pulling your leg. Okay. Anybody type it in the chat there with a...
They're saying joking.
Yeah, joking, yes. If I'm pulling your leg, I'm joking. I'm just kidding. Okay? Example. So, example, to joke or tease somebody, okay? Usually you do this with friends. You don't do this in business, in a meeting, something like this. You're pulling someone's leg, it should be really your friend that you're teasing or joking with, okay? Not something serious like a business meeting example. Okay? Good. And this one is for business, usually. If I'm going to call it a day, I'm at work, I'm working a lot, I'm getting, it's 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, I'm going to call it a day. What do you think call it a day means? Does call it a day mean to, okay, I'm going to stop working now, I'm finished and I'm gonna go home? Or does call it a day mean I'm going to use my phone to call my friend and see if he wants to meet for coffee? Or does it mean something else? What do you think call it a day means? Or does it mean like the days of the week, like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? Call it a day. Today's Tuesday, example. Today's Sunday, example.
Noon here saying call it day, that means done from walking.
Yeah, done from working. Noon, you're right, absolutely. It means you're done with work for the day, you're finished. Exactly. We finished enough work, let's call it a day. To stop working for now. Very common with business English, we'll say that a lot. We finished enough work, let's call it a day. Okay. Do you use the same idea in Arabic here in Saudi? Do you speak the idea, call it a day, when you're talking with your friends at work or your colleagues at work? Do you also use that idea? Do you have an Arabic expression that you say to your colleagues, your coworkers at the office that you're, okay, let's call it a day, let's wrap it up, let's go home and get going? Example. Anybody have any, is that a common thing that you speak here in Arabic, in Saudi?
George is saying here, Arab Khamis.
Okay.
That means welcome or happy because it's the weekend.
Okay, like what, Thursday, 12 o'clock noon?
Thursday, yeah.
Thursday at maybe 12 o'clock noon, lunchtime, go for lunch, don't go back to the office, that idea?
Yes, yes.
Exactly, leave early?
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people do that, I guess. Happens in Canada. Okay, just a quick sidestep here. I hope you're having fun this evening. I hope you're picking up some useful tips on learning idioms. If you want to learn more about idioms, about English in general, or Spanish, German, whatever, you know, I'm not a Spanish teacher or anything. I can speak a little Spanish, unos, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, example. French, we got French, un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq, we got that going on here, so on. But if you want to start learning, now is a great time to start. Like, get speaking your new language today. Get on over to Injaz. This is your moment, this is your time. You can reach real conversations faster with us. We're going to keep you practicing and speaking the language in the classroom. Not just listening and following the teacher, we actually get you to use the language, to speak it. So we guide you step by step, that's how we get you speaking. And if you contact us today, we're going to help you get signed up and get you organized. So don't forget, you can scan the QR code here. You can call us at 920005552, and we'll give you a 15% discount on all courses. You can sign up for a month, try it out, see if you like it. Keep going from there. You still get your 15% discount, no problem. 20% discount if you take the 1-year diploma course. You can use the 1-year diploma course. It's recognized by the government because we are an official education registered institute in Saudi Arabia with the government. Your diploma, you can use it for your job. You can use it to go overseas, to apply to study at universities or other places, apply for jobs overseas. If you're going to go to a technical vocational institute and you want to get fast-tracked in, if you apply to a Saudi university, this will help you as well. Or if you're at a job or applying for a job, you can add your diploma to your resume, and that will, for sure, it's going to help you get the job better than somebody who doesn't have the diploma. And if you're at a job right now, after you get the diploma, I'm sure that you can go and negotiate your salary for a raise because now you have your, I would suggest English as your diploma course. So do that. Don't forget, we have native language speakers. We have fun, engaging lessons with small class groups that focus on speaking the language, okay? So just scan this QR code or call us at 920005552 and somebody's on the other end of the line. You don't have to pay money to call, don't worry about it. Call the number, it's free, scan the code, fill in the Google form, and we'll get back to you and help you learn more about what we offer for the courses and how much they cost, okay? Not expensive, you don't really need to worry about that part, the courses are not expensive. With the 15% discount and the 20% discount, they're a low-cost course is even cheaper, so it's a great time to jump on board and join us right now with these discount offers. Take advantage of it, give us a call, scan the QR code, we're here, we're looking forward to having you join. We have 3 locations, Riyadh, Al-Kharj, and Khobar for the face-to-face classes, or you can join us online and study online as well. So lots of solutions for you to be able to study. If you can't get to the Riyadh office, Language Institute, if you can't get to our Khobar office near the bridge that goes over to Bahrain, or you can't get to Al-Kharj, don't worry about it. We have an online option to help you out. Okay. So, how can you master idioms faster? Well, here's the best way to learn some idioms. Read, listen, practice, and use idioms in your daily English. Okay? This will expose you more to learning. How do you remember them? Try and picture like the funny ideas in your brain. Make a picture, okay? Visualize. Visualize in your brain the beans are spilled, and then connect them to something you know, and then repeat it. So you're going to use pictures, make connections, repeat often. Look at stories or real-life examples. That will help you to be able to remember them and use them the right way. And also use them. Let's not spill the beans. Sure, it's a surprise. Start using. If you learn an idiom, use it. You know, even if you only use it like a little bit, don't use like a whole bunch of idioms at one time, that's going to be difficult. But if you learn a new one, try finding a way to fit it into a conversation. If it makes sense to do that, use it, okay? Use it and remember it. Don't translate idioms from English to Arabic. It doesn't translate correctly. The words don't mean the same, the ideas don't mean the same. You have to think about idioms as an idea, not the words themselves. The words are about an idea. So when you learn the words, really focus on what do the words mean for the idea, okay? And because you cannot change the idea with the same words into Arabic, translation doesn't really work very well with idioms. Maybe sometimes, but in general, no. Okay? So it will just make it confusing. So, for example, a piece of cake does not mean a piece of cake. It means easy, right? So if you translate it, that's going to be a problem. Okay? So focus on the meaning and the phrase, not the words themselves. Okay? Try to learn idioms in natural situations, okay? Try to think about a situation that is real life, because that will make it easier to remember, okay? So I didn't come to class because I was under the weather. So if you are sick, if you are actually not feeling well, you've got the sniffles, a little runny nose, you've got the sniffles, okay? You have a headache, example. You're coughing, maybe you got a cough, or a fever, you feel hot. Okay, you're feeling a little sick, you're under the weather. Don't tell your friends, oh, I'm sick, I don't feel good. Tell them you're feeling under the weather. Use it to describe the feeling you have. So, always look for opportunities where you can join the idiom to something that is real, okay? So, meaning sick, I didn't come to class because I was sick. Real situations create real memories, okay? This is the idea. real situations create real memories. Easier to remember, right? Okay. Here. Learn only the high frequency idioms, the ones that we use a lot first. Like the first 100 words that we talked about last week, these are high frequency words. Try the same strategy with idioms. Don't learn a lot of strange idioms. Learn the ones that we use all the time. If you hear it on a TV show, maybe write it down. You know, if you're watching it on your YouTube or something, pause, go back, listen to it again, example. Okay? So you want idioms that you use every day, idioms that you hear in movies, YouTube, work, conversations. Okay? So just take a little bit at a time. Okay? Does anybody have an idiom that you've heard on YouTube or TikTok or in a movie or a TV show? Can anybody type an idiom into the chat? Anybody got anything they can share with us that maybe we can share with some other people here in our group chat? Lots and lots of idioms out there. Or how about, what is the way that you have learned or heard the most idioms in your experience? Do you hear them more often in TV shows? Do you hear them more in movies? Do you hear them more on YouTube, in songs and music? Where is the place that you yourself have heard idioms most? Just type in the chat. Don't worry about an actual idiom, that might take too long to write. How about you just tell us where you've heard idioms? YouTube, movie, TV shows. You can just write TV, that's okay. Music. Where do you hear idioms the most? Give us some chat.
Well, Ali, a series saying, yes, let the sleeping dog lay.
Oh, let the sleeping dog lay. Yeah, Ali. Yeah, that's a good one. Where'd you hear that, Ali?
That's a TV show.
On a TV show, in a TV show. Yeah, okay. Yeah, great. That's a good one, Ali. Let sleeping dogs lay. What does that mean? Anybody got an idea? What does that mean? Anybody? Not sure?
We're waiting.
Okay. Yeah. Usually, I mean, this is kind of the idea, I'll tell you if you want, if we want to move along a little quicker. To let sleeping dogs lay, to leave sleeping dogs alone, means if it's a problem right now, leave it. Let it go away. Don't poke it. It will become a bigger problem. Leave a small problem to go away. Don't make a small problem into a big problem, is the idea of let sleeping dogs lay, leave sleeping dogs lay. Example. Okay, do we have anything else?
We have Muhammad saying, kiss of death.
Ah, yes, Mohammed, kiss of death, Mohammed must be married. The kiss of death, yes. I think, where'd you hear that, Mohammed? That sounds like something from gaming or something, or a horror movie or something. Where'd you hear that, Mohammed?
We're waiting.
The kiss of death, yes. The evil eye. The evil eye. That's another one. I'll give you the evil eye.
In Malta.
In Malta?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Heard it in Malta. Right, I see. And yet you escaped and got back, yes. Yeah, I think it's a little bit of a superstitious culture. I have a friend from Malta, you know, super nice guy. Very nice people, Maltese. Okay, let's move forward here. Try to use idioms, like I said a minute ago, try to use idioms immediately, right away. If you learn it, try to use it as soon as you can so you remember it. Use it or lose it. It's easy to forget if you don't use it, okay? So, let's see. Here's a useful idiom that we learned today. Today we learned hit the books. So tonight I need to hit the books for my IELTS exam. So you're going to use it because that creates a long-term memory, right? It's going to activate your brain, which is why it works. It's going to help you speak English naturally. It's going to build confidence and fluency. Fluency means the ability to speak a language and communicate communicate, you are fluent, you can speak the language and understand the language, and practice every day to remember. Okay, great. Some good idioms coming up from you guys tonight. Good work. Excellent. Excellent. Thank you for posting some answers up here in the chat. That's fantastic. Okay. Remember that idioms connect to emotions like anger or happy or sad. You know, it connects to your feelings and your emotions a lot of times, right? So, example, that time I actually sent that voice note to the wrong group chat. No way, that was so embarrassing, you know? Example. So funny idioms like spill the beans and pull my leg. Example, they're showing feelings and emotions, right? Okay, so you can tell stories or embarrassing situations, examples, so the idioms make them easier to understand and more fun to tell. The jokes make it fun and memorable, easy to remember, example, and embarrassing moments that will make the idioms unforgettable, example. Okay, so the emotional memory is super powerful, it's very strong. If there's an emotion connected to the idiom, it will connect and lock into your brain a lot stronger. So it'll be more easy to remember, it'll be easier to remember, and you'll be able to recall it, remember it, and use it, right? Okay, so the emotional brain helps you remember information better, okay? It connects with your real feelings, and it makes stories exciting when you're learning them, okay? You can always follow and learn from native speakers like myself, and you'll see that again on American TV shows. British TV shows are okay, or their movies, but usually the American pronunciation is a little bit easier to understand for learners. I find even myself as an English speaker, sometimes when I'm listening to British English, maybe I can't understand it so easily. For yourselves out there in internet land on YouTube and TikTok, do you find the sound of British English is easier to understand than American Canadian English? Or do you find the sound of Canadian English easier to understand than British English? British, or maybe Australian or New Zealand speakers, people from Ireland, example. My sound is, my pronunciation, the sound I speak English is the neutral, no accent accent. It is North American English that is not really identified to come from any particular place.
Okay.
Yeah.
First, we have Hamidani, the same guy from Malta.
Oh, okay.
He's saying, I'm enjoying this lecture so much. Thanks a lot.
Oh, you're most welcome, Mohammed from Malta. Yeah, great, thanks.
And
He says he's enjoying this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have two people here saying yes and no. And Sunshine says the British is clearly.
Clearer?
Clearly.
Clearly. I think clearer is the idea, maybe.
She said that.
Yeah, okay. So you think the British sound is more clear than the neutral American sound? Okay, right? Anybody else? Any other opinions?
Yeah, we have Ali Asiri saying, I agree with you, American and Canadians accent are easier for me.
Okay, so for Ali, he says the American and Canadian neutral accent is clearer for him to understand. I do find that a lot of my students over the years have always told me that it's easy to understand when I'm speaking, and sometimes they have a hard time to understand when their teacher is from England or somewhere like this, you know. Which, again, as I said, for me, even as a native English speaker, if I'm talking to somebody from Ireland or Scotland, it's like sometimes I don't understand what they're saying. I know it's English, and I understand most of the words, but sometimes some of the words I just don't know what they're saying. That's kind of odd when you speak English and somebody's speaking English to you, and then you can't really understand some of the words. It's kind of like, man, if I can't understand and I speak English, what happens to students when they listen to this teacher? It's a crazy situation. Okay, let's go forward here. Okay, so learn the situation to use the correct idiom in the correct situation. The time and the place and the topic, what is happening, okay? So for example, it's not just the meaning, it's the context. The context, when you say it, how you say it, who you say it to, and what are you talking about. These are all important. So when to use it, who to use it with, and how formal is it. For example, you would not say what's up in a business meeting. It's not suitable in a business email, and it's not suitable in a business meeting. You don't say, hey, what's up? You know? And you don't write, hey, what's up? In a business situation. This is just too casual and not okay to use idioms in a business situation, for example, okay? So make sure you're using it in the right time. Why? Context matters. Context, time, place, location, the people you're talking to, what you're talking about, that's context, the situation. Okay, so again, you want to repeat the idioms frequently. Use them again and again and again, okay? Repetition will build fluency. Fluency, the ability to speak and the ability to understand what you hear. So that is fluency, to communicate, to be able to speak, to be able to understand when you hear, that is fluency. You are a fluent Arabic speaker now, and maybe you also have some other languages that you're fluent in. Can anybody tell me another language that you're fluent in? Not your Arabic language, but another language. What is a second language or a third language? Some people maybe speak 2 or 3 or 4 languages. I speak 3 languages, quite fluent. Well, of course, English. Obviously, I speak Thai and French as my second, third languages, quite fluent. And then I can understand some Spanish because it's close to French, example. And I can understand a little bit of Italian because it's close to French as well. So, what languages do you speak that are not your first language that you learned? What's your second or third languages that you learned? And in those languages, do you have idioms that you can use? Can you speak idioms in your second language?
Well, no, it's not.
Okay, nobody's typing? I can speak French really well. Je parle français très bien. But my ability to speak idioms in French is weak. But for regular, everyday talking French, I'm okay, no problem. But idioms, I get lost quite a bit. Thai, I speak Thai quite well, but idioms in Thai, some yes. Gep dog mai, and things like this. Yin gata, I know these idioms, but not a lot. But yeah.
Well, we have Muhammad Ali saying, I speak Chinese quite good.
Oh, really? Ni hao. Okay. Muhammad Ali,
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
speaks Chinese.
Yeah, okay. And we have A.
Do you know any idioms in Chinese, Ali? You don't have to write the idiom, but just tell me yes or no. Can you understand idioms that are said to you by Chinese people? And can you speak any idioms in Chinese?
We have A, can speak a little bit of Spanish,
Oh, nice.
sunshine, French.
Okay.
Yeah. And we're waiting for Muhammad to type it.
Okay. Anybody who speaks a second language, are you able to also use some idioms in the language? Or do you understand idioms in that other language when you hear them?
That's a good one. Muhammad saying here, who does not reach the Great Wall is not a true man.
who does not reach the Great Wall is not a true man. Well, lucky for me, I went to the Great Wall of China
So you're a true man.
about 20 years ago, I guess, right when China first was opening up, like just after 2000. You know, China was a closed country, but about within the first 5 years of them opening tourism, and you could get a tourist visa and go quite easy. I went really very, very fast, and then I went over a few years later, and I taught at a Chinese university for a few years. But yeah, I've been to the Great Wall of China. Guess that makes me a manly man. And I think there's probably a few people out there that are more manly than they should be on that issue. Good method, learn an idiom, and then on day 1, learn on day 2, use it in speaking on day 3, write it. Day 4, hear it in a video. Day 5, use it again. You can mix these up, no problem at all, don't worry about it. The idea is use it every day. You know, if you do it 5 days in a row, you're probably going to remember it. If you do it a few times, every day, 5 times in a row, I think, bang, in the brain, it stays there, you can use it, okay? The use it or lose it. Remember, exposure, repeated exposure strengthens your memory. That's with language, that's with math, that's with anything that you're learning, okay? Group your idioms by topics. This is quite helpful in your strategy to learn, in a way to learn, is to look at idioms in a group. So work idioms, call it a day, get the ball rolling. If I get the ball rolling, if I'm talking about get the ball rolling in a work situation, what do you think that's talking about? Does it mean let's start work now and get going, start our work? Or do you think it means maybe you're at a bowling alley and you're going to roll the ball down and strike the pins? Maybe you're a bowling alley business owner and you've got to get the ball rolling. Example. That's kind of a tricky one. What do you think? Get the ball rolling. We say this in work all the time. Example. Anybody got an idea what get the ball rolling means? No? Nobody typing? To start. To start to do something is to get the ball rolling. Okay? Example. Study idioms. Hit the books. Burn the midnight oil. Burn the midnight oil means, okay, I have example situation. I have an exam tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning. I am not ready. I am just not ready. I'm going to hit the books and I'm going to burn the midnight oil. What am I going to do? I'm going to study, I'm going to hit the books, and I'm going to burn the midnight oil. When am I going to study? Example. If I'm going to burn the midnight oil, when am I going to study? When am I going to hit the books if I burn the midnight oil? Any ideas? Anybody out there in the chat who can tell me when we're going to be studying if we burn the midnight oil? Yeah? Can you type the answer? What do you think? Any answers? Any ideas? Not sure? Well, what time is midnight? Is midnight 12 a.m. or is it 12 p.m.? Is it lunchtime or is it late at night? 12, the midnight. So if I'm burning the midnight oil, am I studying at night? Am I studying in the daytime? Example. What do you think?
12 midnight.
Yeah, 12 midnight. So, yeah, midnight. It's kind of a big secret right there, obvious. It's not really a secret, is it? So, if I'm burning the midnight oil, it means I'm going to study overnight, late at night, probably all night long. I'm going to hit the books, burn the midnight oil, study all night so that when I go to the exam in the morning, I've crammed as much information as I can into my brain. It's called cramming. cramming, burning the midnight oil, hitting the books, a lot of learning in a short time just before an exam is called cramming. Okay? And in money, if something it costs an arm and a leg, something costs an arm and a leg, type in the chat. If something costs an arm and a leg, type in the chat. Is it expensive? Is it cheap? Cheap or expensive? Costs an arm and a leg.
They're saying expensive.
Yeah, expensive, definitely. If it costs an arm and a leg, it's expensive. These days, almost everything costs an arm and a leg. Things are getting more and more expensive all the time. You know, I used to think, I don't really worry too much about money. I buy what I need, buy what I want. Now I'm sort of finding that things cost an arm and a leg, and this is pretty expensive. I'm not too sure I want to pay that much money for it. Crazy. Saudi's pretty good. I don't find that things are out of control here, but if I go back to Canada or America, it's like everything is just costing an arm and a leg. It's just out of control how expensive things are. Okay, so try to visualize, paint a picture in your mind, Close your eyes, make the picture in your mind about what the idiom means, the idea. This will help you remember, right? So here we see the boy, the teenager telling his friend that I found out she's moving to another country. He's talking about somebody else. He's spilling the beans. Okay, spill the beans, so you close your eyes, you see the beans spilling out, and it's like a secret. So use the visualization technique. You can use this for vocabulary, and idioms or vocabulary, always a good way to try to remember words and idioms. Okay. How many people out there do you use visualization to try to remember vocabulary and idioms? Could be just regular words, no problem, that you're learning. Type yes or no if you use visualization as a learning tool to try to remember.
You're saying yeah?
Yeah, example. Okay, quite common. Okay, practice pronunciation 1 unit at a time. What you will see in idioms is a lot of times the words will join together quickly. So I'm just pulling your leg. Just pulling your leg. Just pulling your leg. So the words will snap together. It's quite common that native speakers will speak quite fast. And we do this idiom or no idiom. If we join two words together, like going to, gonna, example. This is quite common. I'm gonna go to Burger King tonight, gonna go, example. So we'll join the words and snap them together. We do this all the time. Want to, wanna. I wanna go to Burger King and grab a burger. I'm gonna go to Burger King and grab a burger. Okay, so we connect these words together and snap them really fast. You'll get this all the time. It can be confusing for when you're learning. I understand that. You can, take a little bit of practice, actually probably a lot of practice really to get that. Okay, so don't overuse too many idioms together. We don't speak that way in English, really any language. We'll toss an idiom in here and there, now and then. It's not like sentence idiom, next sentence idiom, next sentence idiom. It doesn't make sense. It's not how we speak. Just usually one at a time. If you're using too many, it's unnatural. So I woke up and hit the ground running, then I had to bite the bullet. After that, I called it a day. I tried to think outside the box. It's not rocket science. Just no way we speak that many idioms together, right? Just use one of them, and maybe the other person uses one. Use them sparingly. Use sparingly means use a little bit, not a lot. Okay? You can compare Arabic expressions to English idioms. but probably not direct translation like we talked about before. It's not going to be direct translation, but if you have the same idea in Arabic language as the idiom in English language, you can compare those as long as the idea is the same, okay? There's no problem with that. So break the ice, I don't know, what does that say, Mr. Iman, what does that say?
كلمة عشان في الجو.
Can they hear that?
Yeah, they can hear.
They can read it.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, my understanding is that break the ice and this idea in Arabic are the same ideas, example. So, you can do that. It's probably not a direct translation most of the time, but as long as the idea is the same or similar, almost the same. Okay. And here, you can learn them through conversation, example. So, speak with other people. I was nervous at first. I broke the ice with a joke. Yeah, that really set a positive tone. Now I feel at ease was a great way to start the conversation. So practice pair speaking with another person. Role plays, maybe when you come here at Injaz, these are things that you're going to do here. You're going to pair speak and practice with somebody else. You'll do some role plays, the teacher will help you. There's some mini dialogues we'll give to you. And here you can also watch in live streams what other people are writing in the chats, okay? So this is real conversations that will help you with confidence, okay? You should keep a little notebook, okay? How many people keep a notebook for learning language? Not just idioms, but words or ideas. If you keep a notebook with little notes, type yes or no if you use a notebook to try to remember words, remember language, remember idioms and ideas. I always recommend, and I did it when I was learning Thai, when I was learning French, I constantly had a notebook in my pocket and I would just write and write and write. It helped me learn vocabulary really fast, much, much faster. So, write the idiom example. What does it mean? An example sentence. Maybe write the Arabic explanation so it helps you remember. Where did you hear it? From a friend, a TV show? Maybe you heard it on an Injaz live stream. Example. Okay. People, is anybody using notebooks?
Yeah, a lot of them.
Yeah, a lot of you guys are using notebooks. Smart move. Do that. I totally support that idea. You want to be doing that. Okay, so we're just going to wrap it up this evening. One final tidbit here. Remember, now's your chance to really, really take advantage of the opportunity to improve your language learning. Either start a new language or a language you're already learning that you want to improve. Now's a great opportunity to come and join us. This is your chance. Work with real native speaker teachers. We're going to guide you step by step, so help you in small class groups to be able to practice your language. We'll give you a 15% discount right now if you scan the QR code and register, or not register, but fill in your information so that we can contact you to help you, introduce you to the course options, prices, give you the discount. You can call the number 920005552, and you can also get a 20% discount on all your one-year diploma courses, which will help you for your resume to apply for jobs, or maybe you want to go overseas and study at a university or a college, or you want to work overseas at a company. These diplomas are recognized by the government of Saudi Arabia because we are a legally registered educational institute with the government of Saudi Arabia, which means the diploma, you can use it when you apply for jobs, when you apply to higher level education, universities and colleges, if you want to use them for technical vocational studies, if you want to use it at a job that you're at right now to try and get a better position or more salary, a higher amount of money for your job, the diploma is a great idea. It's 20% huge discount on the 1-year diploma, a great 15% on the short courses. Short courses, you can do them 1 month, check it out. If you're happy, keep going, no problem, we're happy to help you. We have native language speakers. We have fun, engaging lessons, much what you saw this evening, this idea, and small class groups, and we really, really focus on getting you to speak the language. Okay, we'll leave this up on the board for a few minutes in case you want to scan the code or call the number. Keep it up there for another 3-4 minutes. It's adios for me, and I will see everybody next week, 10 p.m. sharp. Come in, join us every week for our weekly Injaz, Sunday to 10 o'clock till 11. Sorry, one last note. Courses are in Riyadh, in Khobar, and Al Kharj for face-to-face, and online anywhere in Saudi Arabia. This is Chatmaster D signing out. I'm going to see you next week at 10 o'clock sharp on Sunday, and we'll leave this up for a few minutes so you can scan the code or call the number. Great having you. Thanks everybody for the chat information and so on. You should leave that up.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't close it.
ركز بدأت on the live on
Leave it again for 2-3 minutes.
اوكي خليه بس 5 ثواني